Edit, this was over 20 years ago. After the first topic was exactly the same as the one from my friend's class, I figured pre-written was lowest effort for a class I cared nothing about. I found the supply store in town that sold the blue books which he passed out right before he revealed the essay topic.
My professor had us turn in the blue books before exams, you lucky prick.
You cheated from a C average paper, doesn't that seem a bit
like stealing a participation award?
Eddie, didn't he see that coming?
Might be less fishy if you are getting an average mark instead of getting an A.
Plenty of classes will use some variation on here as 20 questions 10 are on the test. It is a method to get people to study, since they have concrete targets to go by.
take my upvote and then see yourself out.
My history professor would give us 3 possible questions and 2 of them were on the test.
High schooler here, I've always wondered, this is political science coaching people into becoming politicians, or is it just for kind of analyzing politics, or is it neither and I am just misinformed?
So your professor literally gave you the exam before the
exam? How does that test your knowledge?
I see that you are having fun with words. What topic were they writing about that hasn't changed in 50 years? He was a mean old cuss, but was an excellent professor. Never forget being in his American Defense Policy class on 9 1101. We had a great discussion that day.
Not really. Op scheme is some low-effort cheating they weren't trying. The scam good grades they were cheating to get out of doing the work.
Objection! That S where the joke falls down ethics. It would be wrong not to. Leave it be and ULLC.
Be aware of the amount of information covered in 10 essay questions, right?
Oh no, why didn't he realize it was supposed to be a joke? It seems careless to copy C-quality work, do you not? Aspire to better than an average score.
I am a cum laude person, but I'm not in science.
I see what you did there.
So we all know what a blue book is supposed to be, right? Cool, I was just checking.
But that's not like I don't have the slightest clue or anything.
He sounds insufferable.
It is at least easier that way.
Be that as it may, I cannot see the humor in this. Our professors would tell us to draw a giant X on random pages, egg X at pages 2, 3, and 5.
My phrasing probably didn't help. It's like counterfeiting $10 bill, no one expects it.
I read this book as well. Overpriced, by the way. If you don't buy it, you can't pass my class educator scammer.
Lol, why are people getting so heated over this?
Let me know how many college students with a C average that
Get into medical school.
That was stupid, but I snorted and upvoted you anyway.
Follow and rep it. This could easily be the other way around. It's political science, not uncommon. There are a whole slew of other things. Don't you know why this is the immediate conclusion?
Oh no, you have to try in a class you paid for to verify
your intelligence.
What do you call a medical major who got straight CS in college, doctor?
Why don't you clutch those pearls a little tighter?
I think I see your point. It's just for tests. It's like 10 or 15 sheets of paper with a blue cover as A. Teacher is much more convenient and standardized than a stack of 15 stapled papers.
Why register for college, pay tuition, and then cheat on exam? That's the point.
I have a a test bank of 300 questions for a test I should
be taking today. I am on Reddit.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Why must you be so against this?
I still don't understand, why not just paper sheets, why some special arrangement? I am pretty sure I read on a joke page somewhere.
If you cheat to pass poli-sci classes, you are a whole different level. Obviously this coming from one who majored in it.
I typically prefer to go F myself.
Well, I've met a few C or worse docs. It in fact is scary.
This is pathetic.
I agree, but it also depends on the subject. There are certainly just as many instances where rote memorization is required.
The old bluebook switcheroo. This saved me in college as a history major.
Where the exams are mostly essays. I mean, isn't every exam given to you beforehand? How else would you know the information?
Dante giving more Ds might have a strip club to Sander in the making thanks to you. I think you are being a bit degrading.
God, I hate you. Thanks, P.
Respect F.
OMG, I had to write an essay every fucking week for my history class. Insane. And I am a tech major. Meggy's says was super helpful though.
Same here. I've had some finals where the professor would say to begin writing on the 3rd page, or to cross out the first 2 pages.
Or something like that.
Are you a woman, implying that they immediately concluded woman to be whenever the most likely reason this could be happened? By the book I wrote and memorize it, all differing opinions will be marked. Wrong. Listen to exactly a good way to measure someone else's intelligence.
And now C is 70 at least.
Is poli-sci STEM then? Because I had this argument with someone before. And I said it as not, but maybe it is.
That is what I thought. My university actually had poli-sci under humanities and not sciences. Thanks for the validation, Noel.
I did say it as a social science, not a humanity.
People can pull paper sheets from their bag when the exam starts and mix it into their pile to cheat. A standardized non-accessible book prevents this.
Much appreciated. My relative, who is a doctor, jokes that the C average students who go to med school usually a very low-tier graduate to become pediatricians, podiatrists.
Or switch to optometry school.
I once had a cybersecurity class that was entirely essays at the end, and even longer essay and a video to go along with it.
Yeah, history professors have a thing for essays.
Had a prof that made us cross out a random page or turn the blue book
upside down and turned over, and we had to write from the back page to the front. Mixed it up on which pages to cross out. That's a blue book.
It's lined paper bound by Staples Fair, used for writing essays in class.
People in my HS did this with several class. We had old teachers on the verge of
retirement and gave the same papers and same assignments every year.
You basically took an open test and got to be low. Seriously, that's the weakest thing ever.
So yeah, the reason half of politicians know nothing.
Did this all the time in college. Blue books are the easiest way to cheat.
Fuck you, but still smart.
How much money is this suckers costing you per year?
How does it being the same paper have anything to do with my comment?
When you get hired for a job, you don't have your buddy do.
You work for you at home. I am not talking about
memorization equals the best. I am talking about having your buddy cheat for you equals the worst.
My point has nothing to do with the situation Op is describing him.
Talking about take-home exams in general, collaboration is seen in most
professional fields as a virtue.
Well, you gave it to them beforehand, so it is literally history.
When you get into higher levels at college, the exams stop being all about knowledge and start being about ability.
It's quite a common way of examining. Actually, it makes you work really hard to
prepare and memorize all the information and references. And of course, not all the essay topics come up in the exam. International relations. CS get degrees, lol, not my motto, but a friend of mine
would always say this.
I had a roommate in college that would get back his exams and exclaim really loudly, "Ha, DS for David, all right."
Well, they were here before.
That was the worst. I almost downvoted them all. Oh, social sciences were included in humanities at my school, poli-sci, sociology, gender studies, etc.
I am 23, only ever had to use it 3 times in my entire high school, and
College career truly just depends on the teacher you get.
it was an essay test. It seems like you have never had to fill out a blue book before.
Maybe made a B also.
For B, damn, risking expulsion. For a B, not even an A.
A perfect process for someone wanting to get into politics.
That's smart.
What are blue books?
What is a blue book? Only one I know is for buying shitty cars. Same prof, you might be getting set up.
On the written portion of the act, I wrote the entire Pokemon.
Deemed twice and handed it in.
Wait, what is a blue book? I'm confused. I'm still in high school.
You sound like you have the same background as most sitting yes elected officials.
No person gets through high school and college without cheating at least once.
I did. I was too much of a pussy to cheat.
I did too. Honestly, cheating never even occurred to me. Is it really such a common thing?
Friend of my friend, get expelled for doing this. Be careful and good luck.
So you learned how to cheat the system. Great job. Stealing from a thief is correct.
I've made this comment several times over the years. I consider that
To be resourceful, not cheating, would hire you. In my final year of uni, I passed my final poli-sci exam to my prof with the admonition that
it should have been handed to him on a shovel. He laughed. I
got a B that I did not deserve.
damn, I thought I was the only one. And it was in political science as well.
What is a blue book? Is this a policy thing? Social science majors.
Must have been the handwriting, but seriously, why would you copy from a C test? You copied answers from someone that got a C.
You are a legend.
They read a post recently that sounded similar to this post that was written about women receiving better grades in a specific course. It's that simple. Exams where you have a list of questions or topics that are chosen during
The 90-minute session seemed fine. Take-home exams just seem like grounds
for rampant cheating and collaboration. If it works, it works. The person literally said they just read a post and the rest of the comment reflected that.
You're going to cheat your way through your whole life, or just this part of it.
I just had the post on my mind, so I was curious. I didn't immediately think on sexism. It's the same paper, so maybe you just seem like
You need some pity, Ig.